The Zophis Lightsaber crystal was a rare type of Kyber crystal that could only be found on the remote outer rim world of Zoph. The Zophis Kyber crystal was marked as too dangerous to use for a majority of the Jedi Knights and Padawans by the Council because of its incredible instability and devastating power. So I'm going to break down why the Zophis Lightsaber crystal was so dangerous for most Jedi Knights and why it was so hard to obtain. Before we get into it, make sure to chop the subscribe button in half with your Zophis Lightsaber after you watch the video. Only a small percentage of you watching are subscribed, so make sure to slice that big red button if you enjoy the video. The Zophis Lightsaber crystal was an extremely dangerous lightsaber crystal which was found only on the planet Zoph. Long before the Clone Wars, many Jedi Padawans would make the treacherous journey to the Outer Rim world, traversing through hordes of scoundrels, mercenaries and criminal operations just to reach the sacred location. Unfortunately, not all Jedi Padawans were attuned deeply enough to the Force for a Zophis crystal to call to them inside of the caves of the Dark Planet, meaning that many of them often left empty-handed. Those who were lucky enough to have a Zophis lightsaber crystal call to them and use one inside of their own lightsaber hilt would experience a shocking jolt within the Force. The crystal would then produce a devastating and unstable lightsaber blade because of its unique resonance with the Force. These blades were so dangerous that only a select few Jedi were ever allowed to get their hands on them, with most simply not being strong enough in the Force to control their immense power. Any lightsaber made using the Zophis crystals were able to carve through most terrestrial objects and plating pretty easily, but the blades would often suffer with extreme vulnerability and weakness because of violent fluctuations in the power coming from the crystal core of the weapon. As the planet Ilum became the primary discovery site for new Jedi lightsaber crystals, Zoph was almost completely forgotten about by the Jedi Order, and the crystals that came from their dark caves also faded quickly out of use. By the time the Clone Wars began with the massive Battle of Geonosis, the Zophis crystal was considered an extremely rare Jedi artifact and could even be purchased on the black market for 11,000 credits. Unlike Kamino, Zoph remained in the Jedi Temple star maps for many years after it was all but forgotten about, causing some daring and reckless Jedi to attempt to take a crystal from the barren world. Unfortunately, however, Zoph very quickly fell under the control of the Separatist forces, and the sparkling crystal caverns there were rapidly blockaded by the droid forces. Because of this, the dreams of any Jedi to ever gain a crystal from Zoph ever again were quickly shattered. Unfortunately, it is still currently unknown what happened to Zoph after the fall of the Jedi Order and the creation of the Empire, but if Ilum or Starkiller Base, as it later became, is anything to go by, unfortunately I don't think Zoph would have survived for too long. Maybe Palpatine even had secret plans for a different super weapon with these new unstable Kyber crystals, but we'll never know. Make sure you let me know down below if you want to hear more about the lightsaber crystals and different types that were used by the Jedi Order. There definitely are some really crazy ones, so let me know down below. So that is the story of the most dangerous and unstable lightsaber crystal ever discovered by the Jedi Order. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Cheers guys, hope to see you in the next one.